Thank you.
Not sure if the microphones would pick that up or not, but we just did a moment of silence for Elliott Smith, passed away yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday afternoon to his wife Phyllis and Kevin and Heather, his 2 kids. And again, he was a stalwart here for decades, supported Gate City Athletics in many, many different capacities. So again, our heartfelt sympathy to his family during this time. So, all right, so we will have the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups here. As they'll start, of course, with Dobyns-Bennett. Dobyns-Bennett again comes in at 9-6 overall, 4-0 in conference play after that big win over Boone last night. And then again, Gate City knocked off Dobyns-Bennett on the 12th of December. Again, that ball game 42-40.
You know, I've got a suspicion this game's going to go down to the wire, because if you just look at the common opponents, Boone beat Gate City, Dobyns-Bennett beat Boone, Gate City beat Dobyns-Bennett.
And away you go.
Kind of the tiebreaker here as they introduce number 10, Zane Whitson.
Zane Whitson, 6'2", junior for Dobyns-Bennett. Again, also in the starting lineup will be Bradley Stump, freshman, 5'10", into the starting lineup. Also in the the starting lineup will be Relaford, number 20. He is a senior. Also in the starting lineup will be Jason Dennis, 6'4", junior. And also in the starting lineup will be Malachi Hale of Dobyns-Bennett. That is the Dobyns-Bennett starting 5.
Former student of yours truly.
What?
Said former student of yours truly, Malachi.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Fantastic kid. Fantastic kid. I love him to death.
So now the starting lineup for Gate City. Again, the lights go down as getting ready to introduce the starting lineup for your Blue Devils as they come in at 7-4 and defending conference champions as well as regional champions last year. In the starting lineup will be number 1, Bradley Dean. Joining him in the starting lineup will be Luke Reed, number 2. Also in the starting lineup will be number 4, Eli Starnes. Going with a little bit more of a guard-centric team as they've got John Compton also in the starting lineup. And the man in the middle will be number 22, Sean Sally.
Do you think Gate City's going to look to try to match some speed, potentially, maybe outrun Dobyns-Bennett down the court?
Good, very well, because, again, it was a defensive ball game last time. Of course, they went with a little bit bigger lineup. They started George as well as Ghost in that ball game, and they were able to, again, trap double team, triple team Dean. Now with all these ball handlers on the court at the same time, it's going to make it a little bit difficult for Dobyns-Bennett. So we'll see what happens here as it's going to be Dennis jumping against John Sally, and away we go. Dobyns-Bennett does control the basketball. They'll be going left to right on your radio dial as they try to work the ball around. They've got it over to Whitson. Whitson gets it back over to Stump. Again, Stump had a big ball game last night with 18 points. Shot's going to be up, no good of the night. Reed with the rebound, saves it to gives it to Compton. Here comes Gate City with their first offensive possession of the night. Gets it up to Luke Reed. He's around center court, kicks it over to Dean. Dean, light a three-pointer. He didn't take it, but passed in straight inside. Shot by Sally. Luke Reed to Sally. Great play by the Blue Devils. It's 2-0. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett. Works the ball around. They've got it to Relaford. Relaford, again, the leading scorer last time. He had 17 points. As shot ball up, no good. Rebounded this time by Reed. Reed's got 2. Here come the Blue Devils. Got to John Compton now. Compton with the basketball. Gets it to Eli Starnes. Working the ball around. They've got it to Dean in the corner. He pulls it back up. He's going to drive baseline now and kicks it to Sally. Sally looking for some help. Gets it out to Compton. Three-pointer, no good. And saved almost by Reed. And it's going to stay with Dobyns-Bennett this time. 6:45 left here. First quarter. Gate City leads 2-0. Works the ball down inside. They got it to Relaford. Relaford gets it into Whitson. Whitson passes over to, that's going to be to Hale, and he missed the shot. However, they got the rebound. Dobyns-Bennett will reset the offense. Whitson with the basketball, being guarded by Bradley Dean. Works the ball around. They've got it over to Relaford. Relaford with the basketball, being guarded by Starnes. He's going to take it in. Shot good. It's a tie ball game, 2-2 with 6:10 left here in the first quarter. Works the ball up. They've got it to Reed this time. Reed gets it out to Dean, and Dean being double teamed. However, there will be a foul, and they're going to give that one on number 14, Bradley Stump. Stump, a freshman. Again, he scored 18 last night. He's really started to become alive for the Indians in terms of scoring punch.
It's a lot of high expectations on Stump right now, and this is a good pressure-filled game for him to get some experience. Let's see what he can do.
Starnes with the basketball, passes over to Dean. Dean again wants him in double team. Starnes is going to pull up from three. Shots up. Shots good. Great ball movement, and the Blue Devils have a 5-2 lead. Here come the Indians right back as they work it around. They got it to Whitson. Whitson gets it over into the corner to Stump.
Ooh,
Stump's
kind of slid a little bit. No call, though.
Stump being guarded by Compton, and Dobyns-Bennett looks to rework their offense. Relaford, the pass knocked out of bounds, going to stay with the Indians at 5:25 left. It's 5-2. Working the ball around. They got it to Relaford. Relaford back to Whitson. Whitson now gets it back over, sort of playing a two-man game there with Relaford. Relaford being guarded by Eli Starnes. Tries to back him down. Does get a pass inside to Whitson. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Reed with another rebound, and here comes the Blue Devils once again, leading 5-2, looking for more. Sally passes inside to Reed. Reed kicks back up to Compton, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
They're going to get Stump on another reach. That's going to be 2 on him, if that's who they give it to, and it is.
2 fouls in the ball game, and they both come on the freshman. Working the ball around. They've got it to Dean now. Dean in the corner, kicks it over to Compton. Compton back to Starnes. Starnes gets the ball up back to Compton as they try to work it around once again. Bradley Dean with the basketball again. Double teamed every time he gets it. Gives it to Starnes. Starnes back to Compton. Gate City's pretty patient here looking for their shot. And again, as they jump out on Dean, they've got 2 on him. And it's going to split him. Goes down to the paint. Shots up. Shots good.
Nice job dribbling by Dean. He was very patient, worked his way around. Able to drive the lane and get the bucket.
7-2 as the shot's going to be up by Dobyns-Bennett. No good. Rebounded, though, by Dennis. Kicks back out to Whitson. Shots up and bounces around the rim. No good. Another rebound inside by Dennis. He had 2 rebounds on that offensive possession, and he gets the bucket. It's 7-4 now. Gate City with a 3-point lead. Works the ball over to Dean. Dean on the right-hand side. Gets it back across to Starnes. Starnes for a 3. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Sally. Sally's got the basketball as a great give and go inside as Starnes missed it, but Reed got the rebound, and they try to work it again. Here comes Dean. Dean's pass is knocked out of bounds, and they will say it will stay with Gate City. Into the ballgame for the first time will be Andrew Hensley as well as Matthew Ghost and David George. Compton and Dean stay in for Gate City. Gives the ball now to Hensley. Hensley to Compton at the top of the key. Works the ball around to Hensley. Hensley gives great give and go, but knock it away. Stolen by the Indians, and here they come. Relaford with the basketball as he's looking, squares up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Dean. Here comes the Blue Devils. On a 3-on-1, they get it to George. George goes up, and it's going to be rejected. Rejected by Relaford. And back and forth they go. We're at 3 minutes left here in the quarter. It's 7-4. Again, another low-scoring game between the Indians and the Blue Devils here at the middle school gymnasium.
Relaford has the ball right in the GC circle. Feeds it down low to Whitson on the right-hand side. Whitson drives in, tries to pass over to Hale. A little bit of an errant pass, goes out of bounds. It'll be Gate City ball. Back
into the ball game will be Luke Reed. Reed very active on the boards early here.
Yeah, I've got him with 4 rebounds.
Very, very active. So, and again, that great assist he had to Sally, which
I have written down.
There we go. The man, the myth, the legend. David George pulls up from 3. No good. Rebounded, though, by Reed. Reed again with another rebound as they're going to give it to Dean, which gets rolled up, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Dobyns-Bennett.
I think there's definitely some condensation issues on the court right now, and I think the officials are taking that into account. I forgot who it was for Gay City or for Dobyns-Bennett. It looked like he drug his foot a little bit, and there was a non-call, and really the same thing there with Dean.
Get it to Dean, and Dean is fouled on the inbound as he took a shot. That one's going to go against number 34. It's Jason Dennis.
Another former student.
Is there anybody on the court that is not a former student?
Yes, that's about it. I coached Whitson in baseball. I had Jason, one of the funniest students I've ever had, and Malachi Hale. That's about it. Got it out of my system now. I'm good. As long as those boys have a good game, I'm happy.
So, you only support 3 of the 5, so that's good. So, all right, 7-4, the 3-point advantage for Gate City as Bradley Dean will go to the line looking to shoot. Dean eyes the first shot's up and good. Looks like probably at halftime we will have Miss Kendall Quillen, which will join us.
She drew the short straw today?
She drew the short straw. As Dean with the basketball now, shots up, shots good. Into the ball game comes DeAndre Mack and John Sally. You know, Chris, I know it shouldn't be probably a big thing, but, you know, talk about the heat in here. You know, I believe both coaches are going to use a little bit more of their benches tonight. Yeah,
they've got to. I mean, it's honestly, it feels like July in here. And, I think that's causing the condensation on the court. And I'm glad the officials are taking that into account because they are sliding around a little bit, but you can't help it.
As there's going to be a shot and knocked out of bounds by Reed. And, you know, also the fatigue factor. And I thought it's kind of caught up with the Lady Devils in the first game. You know, I thought in the fourth quarter they really started. And then I thought Dobyns-Bennett also, too, because I thought they, you know, started not getting in defensive position like they were earlier in the game. So we'll be interested to see how this one turns out as shot's going to be up by Browder. No good. Rebounded by Reed once again. Gate City trying to force the issue, and DeAndre Mack goes out the door.
If you're down at the campus, you see DeAndre rolling by. Oh, there he's back.
Give him a ride back, as we probably need him. 1:59 left here in the first quarter.
Joe, something to think about. This would be good conditioning for Tuesday night. We're looking at potentially similar circumstances, I believe, in here.
You're talking about the players or us?
Yes.
So, it's just as quickly, and looked like Whitson went up, and they got a piece of it as here comes Bradley Dean now. Shot's going to be up and no good. There's going to be a scrum on the floor, and it will be with the Indians. That's going to be McKinley Tinchers in for the first time, and he gets it up to Whitson. Whitson with a layup, and it's good, and it's 9-6. Gate City once again has led throughout, but it's down to a 3-point advantage. John Sally with the basketball now as Gate City tries to kind of settle down a little bit and try to run their offense. As Bradley Dean got it. He's got it across court to Compton. Compton looking to try to get inside to Reed, and the ball's back on the floor, and they're going to call, you know it, you love it. First jump ball of the night, or held ball. It depends on how you want to look at it. It's
I like the jump ball.
At 1:09 left here in the first quarter. It's 9-6. Again, Gate City with the advantage as Bradley Dean will inbound the basketball to Eli Starnes. Starnes has got it. He's got it to DeAndre Mack. Mack gives it back to Dean. Dean again, once again, picked up with 2 people as they try to work off as they get it to Compton. Compton's going to drive and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Gate City, though, with 53 seconds left. 9-6. Again, kind of been stuck on that for the last couple of minutes. As Dean will inbound the basketball, gets it to Sally, gives it right back to Dean. Shots up, no good. And it's taken away by the Indians. Here they come. As they try to work it down, Tincher's got the basketball, and they're going to say there's going to be a foul, and it's going to go against DeAndre Mack. That will be DeAndre's first foul. First foul of the night for the Blue Devils. Comes at 43 seconds left. Gate City leads 9-6. Working the ball, they got it to Relaford. Relaford shots up, no good, and knocked around for a minute. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Bradley Dean of Gate City. Here comes the Blue Devils now. Compton with the basketball, and there's about 30 seconds left in the quarter. They worked it over to Compton. Compton back to Starnes. Gate City pretty patient at this point.